Hi everybody, I'm John Thorpe, and today in this video we're going to be doing the Triangular Wobble. What is the Triangular Wobble, you might think? Well, quite a long time ago I really came upon it by accident, by just mucking around with practicing didgeridoo and things. And one day I was playing, I don't know what I was trying, I can't remember now, but I came upon this interesting little wobble. So it's not what you would know as a double wobble or a single wobble. It's just a triangular wobble, and I call it that mainly because it's got 3 beats to it. It's kind of like a wonka 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 wonka. I'll play it again and just slow it down a little bit. Yeah, so that's basically it. It's quite a simple technique to use really, and it's quite effective when played in kind of a music track. Works quite well. Now what am I doing? To start off with, we'll just practice, because it's made up of three parts really. Well, 2 parts really. The first part is when I'm going the a wonka, a wonka 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 wonka. The a is I'm just moving my tongue forward halfway and then continuing it. That's the wobble. So I'll play it just so that, because it's easier to show just playing. I'll play that first bit. I'm going to get a drone first, and then I'm going to do the wobble, the first part. All I'm doing there is I'm getting the drone and I'm pushing my tongue forward in my mouth halfway, and then the rest of the way that's sort of creating a wobble in the airflow. So it's like a wobble, a wobble, a wobble, wobble, wobble. So if you get on your didge and just blow a drone and push your tongue halfway forward and then keep it going, it might be tricky. It's tricky to start with doing this, but after practice, it'll come more naturally. So get the drone going and then just push your tongue, get the drone and push your tongue halfway and then complete it. You don't have to do your circular breath on that. You don't have to breathe on that at the moment. You can try it without, because it's easier to try without to start with, but then in time you need to get it with your breathing as well. So I'm doing that without the breathing there. I'm just pushing my tongue halfway and then going to get that wobble. And now I'll show you with the breathing. Just trying to sniff a bit louder so you can hear it. So if you can get that part, the last part of the wobble, so that's kind of 2 parts to it, the wobble part, and the other bit is I'm doing k at the back of the throat to create that other part of it. And so I'm going wonka, 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 wonka. Wonka, wonka, wonka. All I'm doing is pushing the tongue, back of the tongue to the top of the throat to trap the air momentarily, and then it's releasing. So I'm going wonka, because if you go k, you get a little sort of plosive of air afterwards, and that's how you get that wonka. So you've got the 3 beats then. Wonka, wonka. That's do 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 do, sort of a 3 sort of beat part rhythm. I call it Triangular Wobble because to me it has a sort of a triangular feel to it. Just has that kind of, yeah, it just feels that way. That's why I've named it Triangular. But you know, you can name it what you want really. But now, so I'll do the whole thing now. So that's the first part we've done, pushing the tongue forward. Now I'll do the last part. Now when I do breathe on that, when you learn to breathe on this, you breathe when you're pushing your tongue forward. So when you're pushing your tongue forward, you take the breath. So even though you're getting a wobble of air, you're sniffing in when you're doing that wobble of the tongue. You know, stopping halfway and then going forward. You're taking your breath there, and the k is on the out breath. So you can't breathe there. That's on the out breath. So that's basically what I'm doing there. When I'm playing it, if I'm playing it fast, I tend to I don't take a lot of air in. It's kind of small sniffs of air, and I don't, as I said in a previous video, I don't sniff on every one. But if I'm doing it fast, they tend to become more regular, but only small. I'm not using a lot of air. There's not a lot of air coming out. I think when you practice and you get more experienced, you use very little air really. But anyway, that's how I tend to do this. Anything else? I think I've covered it really. It's quite simple. As I say, it's quite simple. I'll just do it again slowly. And you can really speed it up. I think what I'll do now is, oh, one other thing, yeah. I'm using my tongue, but of course I do use my jaw as well. On this particular one, I use the tongue mainly, but the jaw can be used as well. And I've done it, you know, I do play it with the jaw sometimes, but it's very automatic for me for them both to move, the jaw and the tongue. So you can try it with the jaw as well. You'll get the same, roughly the same kind of sound, maybe slightly different, but so just doing it with the jaw. So all I'm doing there is moving my jaw halfway and then continuing it. So it's going and I'm breathing on the jaw. So that's like, you know, the jaw breathing or the tongue breathing. Tongue when the tongue moves forward, the same thing. But so my tongue is going up with the jaw. Like that. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'll do anyway, yeah, I can't think of anything else now. So I'll just finish on I'll finish on that rhythm and maybe play a little bit of a track that I've incorporated it into a long time ago. As I said, I found this just by mucking around with the rhythms, and often when you're experimenting with sounds, you know, you may discover things and rhythms or different techniques by accident, which is a great way to learn, just by experimenting. Anyway, here we go. Finish on a little outro, triangular wobble, as it were.